Mm, go
Cut
crazy.
that shit off.
No, we playing go
Cut
crazy,
it
bro. 'Cause
off,
no, we
dog.
play. We
Cut
know
it
we going
off.
with this. Cause I know
No.
Coach Mar finna go crazy. You hear me? You already know what's getting ready to happen. So I want Coach. What were you just saying?
That's got to be the most asinine coaching in the fourth quarter that I have ever seen a Super Bowl winning coach that been around the NFL. He's been around coaching longer than me. He's probably been around football for 40 some years. And listen here, we won. Thank you. Need to rip into his ASS about that. Cause we ripping to that. We ripping everybody else. We blame players, we kill players. But we need to rip into him on that. We got lucky today. The ref gave us a game because they said the player didn't report. It showed when he came in and reported to the ref. And they said he didn't report, but he did come in and report. So we lucky.
Amp, what's on your mind, dog?
So tonight was very big for
Yo, hold on, Amp, your mic down.
So not only was this a big night for the Dallas Cowboys, the team, it was a big night for the fans. You had generations of greatness tonight watching firsthand. And we squeaked by with a win. So just like the thumbnail shows, while he's in the building, I would ask one thing of Jimmy Johnson. Find Mike McCarthy before you leave the building and talk some damn sense into him.
No, I thought you were about to say something else.
Man, we finna go crazy. Let's go.
He'll be talking.
Go crazy.
We finna go crazy. Let's go crazy.
Go crazy. Got picked twice a day, my type of 2 a day. Woke up with no plans, what I'ma do today. These are not the same, I got new shoes today. My baby missed me, wishing it was two of me. And I'm like, if I'm not doing what's the real deal. I've been up and down Pharaoh. Friend, bro, you did a real kill. Off the liquor and some pill pills. I've been at it since a church.
Work.
Tell little baby, make it twerk. Go crazy, go crazy. Bro, pass me the rock. I've been moving out the box. Top speed going top. 101 going pop. Getting hot. In the paint, never fly. At the rim like who? Get the crown like Braun. Make it some and I'm spending some. What's the plan? Bet I get it done. It's me, yeah, neighborhood. It's me, yeah, give me some. Wifey icy, yeah, freeze up. New friends, I don't need you. Checks coming by the spins. Kids eating off the reruns. If I'm not doing what's the real deal. I've been up and down Pharaoh. Friend, bro, you did a real kill. Off the liquor and some pill pills. I've been at it since a church.
Work.
Tell little baby, make it twerk.
Work. Alright, here we go. Let's kick it out.
Go crazy.
Let's go crazy. Alright.
Hey, Al, you say Jimmy Johnson need to find Mike McCarthy and talk to him?
Talk. Somebody need to.
No, he don't need to talk to him. He need to walk down from the press box, walk straight in the locker room, and slap the living taste out of his mouth.
Wait, Coach. Not slap the taste out his mouth.
Damn
All right,
right.
Coach. Let's talk about it real quick. I want us to talk about this real quick. So, and we got the OC in the building. OC, what was that? I don't know what the OC doing, man. We'll give him another chance.
He can't believe it either. He's speechless.
Oh my God! All right, so OC, I'm gonna try again. What was that at the end? I can't hear you. Your volume ain't on. I can't hear you at all. Hold on, let me make sure it ain't me. No, it ain't me. It's you. You gotta turn up your volume. While we waiting on OC, man. It's a pattern, man. Just keeping it real. It's a pattern, man. And you know me, I'm big on patterns. In big moments, I'm seeing some freezing, Mike.
I'm getting the echo too, boss.
We getting the echo?
Yeah.
OC.
The echo come from you, boss.
Nah, the echo comes from the OC because it's the OC. So, yeah. So the OC is the one that's causing the echo. Let's get down to the content. OC, we gotta test it. We got to come back, but because see, this is the thing. Mike McCarthy, this is the worst closeout all year. I ain't see this type of closeout from him all year until today. You know what I mean? That's the good thing, I guess. But this closeout was like, it was against, like, it was so Kellen Moore-ish, you know? And that's one thing I used to take pride in. I used to say, Mike McCarthy know how to close out games. And he showed it all the way up into today. But, man, there's no excuse. Talk to me, Amp.
So, you are right. Typically, Mike McCarthy has closed out well. But Mike McCarthy has also closed out well with a sizable lead. That wasn't the case today. I said it earlier in the show. I said either when he's got a deficit or he has a small lead, Mike McCarthy seems to want to nut up.
Ooh.
Also,
damn,
we have also been critical of Mike McCarthy because I've appreciated what Mike McCarthy has brought to this team. It ain't all bad, right?
Right.
But one thing that has been a major
echo
concern of Mike McCarthy.
OC, you generating that echo, man. Go ahead.
Test it.
Go ahead, Amp.
One thing that has been a major concern of Mike McCarthy has been situational football, whether it be when to use a goddamn timeout, whether it's to throw the challenge flag, whether it's to run the ball, whether it's we need to take a chance, whether it's we should take the points. You got to understand what's at stake. You had 2 drives to close the game out, and you failed to do so. In 2 weeks, we ain't gonna get no more chances.
Almost failed to do so.
So damn that.
Damn that. Coach.
Hey, man. Listen, man. First half, your quarterback got an unnecessary hit when you got 30 seconds left in the half. You up 7-3. You inside the 20-yard line. You try to run a couple of pass plays and give your quarterback an unnecessary hit in that. I was upset about that. I'm not even talking about the last possession. The possession before the last possession. I was wondering why you throwing the ball when it was 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. You could have ran the ball and still got the field goal and said, hey, man, make them use their timeout. You throw the ball there. You leave 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, and you kick a field goal. Okay, your defense bails out again and intercept the ball, and you still you're gonna throw. I don't understand. This is
somebody say
listen,
Mike.
I said this last year, boss. Remember I said this, and me and you had a good conversation off the show, and we talked on the phone.
Right.
And I said, Kellen Moore, when you come down to close out the games, even though Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator, that's on the head coach of how the time goes at the end of a game.
Yeah.
It ain't the offensive coordinator. The head coach says, hey, take time off the clock on here. He's the manager of the game because he's going to be the one that got to answer these questions. So when Kellen used to make these decisions, I told you, some of these decisions Kelly made me, it had to go. He had to say, "I'm with it," and it looked like he was saying, "I was with it," because he's doing the exact same thing.
Good point. Now, I got some critiques for Dan Quinn. I know it. Should we be starting a show like this? Hey, we tell the truth over here. Is what it is. It's just because there's some positives. We gonna get into the positives. My problem with Dan Quinn at the end is how he was super conservative on that last drive.
Soft as baby shit.
Now, your defense been basically, for the most part, in terms of the flow of the game, you was shutting them down for the most part with some success, small success here and there. You know what I mean? But the way that you was calling your D had them anemic. But he was giving them everything underneath and they were just taking it. Now, you had Gilly for the last 4 weeks doing a fantastic job of challenging the number one threat, and he was playing aggressive off man coverage. I saw that last game, part of the game, I saw fumbles on both sides. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I'm gonna say something on that. You when they went out of timeout, and I understand, and I agree. Dan Quinn should have said, "Hey man, we gotta play our regular defense."
Right.
But you put him in a bad situation.
No, he was in a bad situations. He was in a bad situation.
Listen to me, ball.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
They got no timeouts, and usually when they ain't got no timeouts and it's under 45 seconds, you say, okay, if they throw the ball in the middle of the field, right? If it's under 45, they can't throw the ball 7 times in the middle of the field and we tackle them inside of bounds because the clock gonna run out. But they had so much damn time that, he should have taken, because now you gotta play, he can't even play the sideline.
Yeah.
Them 30 seconds, man, mean that changes your defense. That changes 100%. Just 30 seconds.
I gotta throw in Bones Fossil too. Bones Fossil too. I like this comment by JC. We got JC. This is I needed this comment too, man. You segued this perfect for me. This is the perfect segue of what I warned about. This is perfect. I talked about this roller coaster, man. I talked about this. All right, man, I appreciate the super chat by my boy Amp. He say, Mustard Mike, Dan equals dumbass ninja. This team will have to win. Oh, nah. Wait, Amp, no.
Oh, hell no.
No. Cause see, this is the thing. I've never seen both of them at the end coach so bad. Is this just a one-off? Are we panicking? Are people on the emotional roller coaster, or is this some legitimate to be concerned about?
So let me give me a little rope real quick, right?
I'm gonna give it to you. Let's go.
Boss, you said going back to last year, you're not gonna be on an emotional roller coaster because
we use
last
games
couple
like
of games
preseason.
of the season. We use it as preseason for the postseason, right?
Yeah. And this wasn't that type of game either. We didn't do that today, obviously.
So it is a playoff atmosphere.
True.
You're going against a playoff team.
True.
It's a big night. You know what y'all saw halftime. Y'all know what's on at stake.
Yeah.
And if so you didn't treat it like a preseason game. So to me, you were treating it like a postseason game.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn it! Is that what?
I agree. You ain't lied.
That's what you're telling me we're gonna do in the postseason? Everybody gonna nut up? The same way boss, you said Hunter Lupke last week had a premature ejaculation.
He did.
Is that what you're telling me? Dan quit. Matter of fact, it was a double team. It was a 2-on-1. Big Mike and a dumbass ninja tag team in the Detroit Lions, and they both prematurely ejaculate.
I'm not killing Dan Quinn on this.
We almost got screwed.
I'm not killing that. I would bet in him. For one thing, he already thinking ahead. Ain't no way in the world, Dan Quinn, when we got that interception, everything in his mind said, hey man, let's prepare our defense. They're gonna have under a minute to go the whole field. I'm quite sure that was even okay. It's totally just like, oh shit, they got a minute and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
How? You're like, oh.
But no. You giving them a pass on that, Coach. No, you giving them a pass on that. No. I ain't giving Dan Quinn no pass on that. Even if he was surprised, Coach, what's your plan to stop Detroit 2-minute offense? And that was not it.
Because guess what? Mike McCarthy, come playoff time, can call a beautiful game, right? It could just be a tight game, and we go up and we have a moment where we score. And then guess what? Now it's on the defense to get us one stop. Just like last week, we needed one stop. We almost, damn it, didn't get the one stop this week. So no, I know if Mike McCarthy does what he's supposed to, we're not even talking about Dan Quinn right now. But this is the thing. Come playoff time, if you have a situation where you need to garner a stop, I'm sorry, but I don't want to see my defense playing that damn soft.
Nope.
Go ahead and hit the super chat, boss.
Yeah. So this might be a sign of the curse being broken. We can take that.
I had a Raider fan tell me today, hey, man, I think this is the year y'all going to do it. He told me that at my son's birthday party.
Yeah.
I said, well, I damn sure hope you're right.
Yeah, JC, there's the roller coaster. See, because the emotions, that's what I say, is the emotions of the roller coaster is going to be
Vivian Green, emotional roller coaster.
I'm not on it. I'm off the roller coaster. I'm telling you, I'm not on it at all. I'm cool. I'm not. But I'm going to tell you what I honestly feel. I feel like this was a fumble by our coaching staff at the end. And yes, Mike McCarthy did put Dan Quinn in that situation. It's almost just like the perfect example is Pollard, right? So Pollard, he should have scored last week on the one, right? But then Hunter fumbled. So you could say Hunter fumbled because of Pollard. No, the mistake of Hunter was on Hunter, just like the mistake of Dan Quinn was on Dan Quinn, even though Mike McCarthy started it. Like, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So let me pull into some positives, though. The obvious positive, all right, because I know we made our point at the end. Let me just say this at the end. Are y'all really concerned that this gonna happen again? Because I would say I'm not. Because the way that Mike McCarthy was calling them plays at the end, pass happy, not killing clock, I haven't seen them do that this year. This is the first time I've seen them do that. And we didn't always have big blowouts either. I'm just, So, is it something to be concerned about? I would say yes. But is it something that I'm going to panic about? I'm going to say,
oh, hell no.
Can I answer that one, boss?
Yeah.
The positive thing is, I'm okay. I am overjoyed with an effed up win.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Hey, make no difference. We won. You can learn from it.
Right.
You can go on from it and say, I'm not gonna. But if you would have lost, and then you made it, that would be.
If he would have lost this game, Coach.
Yeah. An effed up win, I'm happy with that.
If he would have lost, now they would have been.
That makes you go into the lab, into the bunker, and run the game back over the game, and understand where you at and how you got to be able to manage the game a little bit better at the end to take the pressure off your players and don't put them in a bad spot. And when they say, listen, all week long we've been talking about is a game of inches, right? Haven't we? Mm-hmm. Haven't they been saying that?
Oh, yeah.
It's also a game of seconds.
True.
See what I'm saying? So every second that you blow can be the same second that come back to haunt you.
Yeah.
So let me finish that off real quick, boss. Coach, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
For the chat, how many years of coaching experience you got?
About 22 years.
Okay, follow-up question. Have you ever apologized to your team for any reason?
On multiple occasions, on many more occasions than I apologize to them on just as many occasions I told them they were wrong, probably.
Okay. So
that's impressive.
Y'all have seen this before. You know how at the end of a win, maybe a day or so after the fact, .com will show a snippet of the breakdown in the locker room after a win. Mm-hmm. If they post that breakdown of the team, right? If during that snippet of the time that Mike McCarthy is talking to and addressing the team, he don't say, "Hey guys, I apologize for the way things got at the end, but way to fight, way to close it out. Let's go ahead and get some rest and start fresh on Monday." If I don't hear him address and say, "Hey, I goofed up," then no, I am not okay with the way the game ended. Because to me, that means he didn't learn because he didn't address it right then while it was fresh.
Fantastic.
That's all I got to say
point,
about
man.
that.
That's a good
I got
point.
something else to add.
Hold on real quick, Coach. I got to jump
right?
in on that one. And I got you, Coach. I'm going to be fair to you. I'm so glad you said that out because that's exactly what I was going to say. Is I want to hear how he addressed. Yeah, that's exact. I was going to say, I want to see how he go address it at the press conference. Is he going to show some humility for that? Or is he going to come in with some excuses? Because it's one thing about all of us. This is what we all know in all relationships. You can't change until you first own your mistakes. It's a whole lot of friends that should still be friends, but one of them damn friends couldn't admit that they was wrong. There's a whole lot of people that should be a couple right now, but they divorced because one of them couldn't admit that they was wrong on a. You see what I'm saying? So the first thing, because see, that's why I'm glad you also laid that up for Coach Marv. Because Coach Marv, he admitted, I've dropped the ball before where I had to say in front of my team, I messed up on that. You know what I mean? Yep. So it's one of those things to where I want to see him say, you know what, I'm human, I fucked up. I tripped. On me, I own it. That'll make me feel better about the future.
Exactly.
For sure. Great comment. Y'all clap it up for him, bro. Y'all clap it up for the OG, bro. That's a very good comment, bro. Y'all got to clap it up.
Because guess what? I asked that question from a player standpoint. Because I've had coaches come to me before, hey, I didn't prepare y'all correctly for I didn't give a good game plan for this week. I've had coaches tell me that. So that's why I knew. It was a rhetorical question.
Look at this.
I knew what coach was going to say.
Look at this.
Oh, Lord.
Hi, my name is Mike McCarthy, and I'm a past alcoholic.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, whoa. All right, so listen.
Hey, let me say what I have to say, Boss. I want to
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold. Go ahead, Coach.
But this is where he got a problem at, though. And I agree with you, Amp, and I agree with you, Boss. But what's been the problem with this team that we said it got to fix?
Discipline.
Undisciplined on penalties.
Yeah.
It's hard to give that lesson of undiscipline when you undisciplined on the sideline.
Ooh, fire ass.
Wait, hold on, Coach. No, Coach. He was is he always undisciplined, though, Coach?
No. You can't go on there and now that's an undisciplined. Time management is a discipline. And that's an undisciplined mistake. That's not a mistake of a physical mistake. That's not a mistake that I guessed wrong. That's a disciplined mistake.
I ain't rocking with that one, Coach. Because
that ain't undisciplined mistake.
That's more so judgment. It's not discipline, it's judgment. It's bad judgment. It was bad situational judgment.
And one thing the players always want you to do, right? They want you to manage the time.
And that's my point. Okay, when has he done this before? This year.
At the end of the game, he hasn't, but throughout the game, he has.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. I ain't gonna fight you on that. Like challenging at the right time sometimes. Yeah.
Man, this is a bad call on the referees, man. We got away with something because this guy did report, and the referee did go and tell the other players that he reported, and they said they threw a pass that he didn't put. Hey, we get it for so we get officials a lot of hard, but they
gave us this one. No, they gave us this one. The officials gave us this one.
The officials couldn't believe how stupid we were.
Oh, come on, coach. Yeah. Real quick, I want to highlight something too. Another thing, because we kind of starting off with some of the issues. Let's just be honest. We also left 2 touchdowns on it. Let's talk about that. Is this a one-off for the offense, or is the defense we so Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? So just when the defense is starting to come back up, the offense is starting to get goofy, it go down. When did both of them go rise together? You know what I'm saying? Going into the playoffs, I want to see the offense cooking, and I want to see our defense playing like they was playing today.
Boss, look, check it out. I got the perfect answer.
All right.
I think this is a testament to the level of competition we played the last couple of games. Because when we were doing this against lesser teams, lesser talent, not as good coaching, all those things were hidden.
That's a good point.
Because we were just head over heels better than the competition that we were playing.
Yeah.
So you see against the Miamis, the Detroits, the Buffaloes. The competition, even though we may have an edge in some instances, it's here now. It's not there. So your room, a margin of error is not as large. So when you do the things that you've done previously, like Coach been preaching and banging the table and cussing and going off the screen because he might be upset because he don't want to see no more because he tired of it. That is why. So you're not able to do those things against your top tier teams, which is why in the defense, major national media has been able to say they can't do it against the better teams because we've still been making those mistakes. It's just we don't have the margin of error that we did against those lesser teams.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta pause. I gotta go to these super chats right now because they starting to stack up. I got to, and then we go get back to what we talking about. All right, we gonna take y'all super chats, man. I appreciate y'all bringing these things in here, and y'all got some great. Hold on, Coach. I'll turn it down. What's up, Coach? Yeah, I said that stuff. Bones did mess up. Hold on, y'all. Let me jump on these super chats real quick. Yeah, so.
This fool said that you got to appreciate the aggressiveness.
Hold it. That's what he said in the press conference? Who said it, Jerry?
No. McCarthy.
But what was he referring to? Was he saying himself?
He was talking about, he said the exact same thing you were going to say about the flow in the game when we call stuff, that same old jibber jabber about the.
Okay, I'll listen to it. I'll catch up to it.
That's right now. So he said basically what you said he was going to say.
Oh, my. So everyone, this is what Star said with a super chat. She said, everyone wants to kill Mike. He deserves criticism on the clock. But DQ almost wet the bed again for the second game in a row. And I said the exact same thing, Star. I promise you. I swear I said that. I said, yeah.
I did.
At the end, he was super conservative. They was playing way too soft for me. Too soft. Especially when your defense was shutting them down with your normal
just let them
play
walk
calling.
down there.
Yeah, you let them walk down there.
Look,
I agree.
Boss, my dad has always said prevent defenses is one of the worst defenses ever created. Because if your regular defense has been working, why change it? Why give them the cushion? You let them walk the ass down there.
He did.
In a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Provide some more resistance.
Yeah, it was.
I could see if it was a Hail Mary situation. Okay, you don't want nobody to get behind you or whatever. But in a 2-minute offense,
Man.
and you playing that far off,
yeah.
Look, in the words of Kellen Moore, we just aggressively took what the defense gave us.
Yeah, it was fart. I ain't gonna lie, it was fart.
But
I think it's a one-off though, man. That's why I'm not panicking, man. I'm not gonna get on that roller coaster, bro.
Yeah, that's a one-off. That's a one-off.
It's a one-off, man. I'm not finna get on this roller coaster on Dan Quinn because Dan Quinn been too cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he ended the game for you the first time. On the first, when you had a 4-point lead, he ended the game for you when you picked the ball up. He ended the game for you did.
I'm telling you, I ain't doing the roller coaster today, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be on an emotional roller coaster. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it.
They might play this game under protest. If I was Detroit, I'll play this under protest because they showing what the official took the guy doggone, and the NFL may come and say this game under protest.
Well, I mean, that's just like last week when, who was it, said, hey, am I on, I'm off? And they go to proceed to move and adjust according to what the ref said. And, then you throw the flag. Illegal procedure, 2-minute motion at the same time. So, I mean, hey, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Now, what I will say is this. As much as we have been banging Mike McCarthy's head.
Don't forget I got these super chats, though. Don't forget I got these
as much as we have been banging Mike McCarthy's head, I got to give him credit because guess what? He took us down at a score. Go ahead, boss. You got it. We going to get back to that.
Yeah, we say this game was so weird. Uncursed Cowboys. I ain't mad at that. The uncursed Cowboys. See, this what happens. You win games like this when you're uncursed. Let me clap it up for that. See, these are the games. These are the games we used to lose.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised it'll be the first game in NFL history that a official game on a protest be changed.
No, Coach. No.
All right, I'm going to be surprised.
No, but no, you making sense though because they got the evidence.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised either because it'd be the first time it happened and it'd be on us.
You got everybody in the nation watching.
Yeah.
Everybody in the nation.
Then we got a $10 super chat. He said, my thing is not the play calling. He dialed up at least 3 TDs, 1 drop, 1 fumble. Yeah. 1 overthrow. But my gripe is the fact that the execution is not late season tight. That is no discipline. I think this is the super chat of the day, damn it. That's a good super chat right there. That's a fire one. Yes, sir.
Can I answer your super chat a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with it. And it's the same thing we were talking about the defense when I was talking about later in the season. I said we just got to get, and I wasn't talking about players. I said we just got to get cleaner on defense, more precise on defense. I'm starting to see us get more precise because even though teams are driving, but we are holding. This is a championship defense. You hold guys under 24 points in this day in the league. But now the offense is getting. What did I say when that drive we scored? Can we have a clean drive? We're not having clean drives. We may be clean all the way to the goal line, and then we get sloppy. Or we might start off with a penalty, a negative play. It's not clean. We need to get clean on our drive. We need to get cleaner as a football team and a play caller as going forward. I think we getting cleaner on defense by moving passes. We getting a little bit in our rotations. Guys are making plays, but on the offense, it's sputtering. And guess when it just started? It didn't just start in these last 3 games. It actually started in the second half of the Philadelphia game.
I wouldn't.
We kicked long field goals, and it started the second half of Philly.
See, you said sputtering, Coach. I don't know if sputtering the right word.
That's right.
I would say more so like not finishing, because we left about 14 points on the board. Like CD Lamb should have scored. You know.
Right.
So I don't know if sputtering, but I will say it's not clean. You know what I mean? At the end, I don't see the clean. Hold on real quick. We got some super chats and they coming in fast. Hold on real quick. All right, so we got us another super chat. He said, let me say this loudly. FDQ. Playing soft A coverage, allowing the offense to move the ball into scoring position. Dang, bro.
I don't understand our fans, man.
No, I'm cool with the point. Elf is kind of strong, but no, Dan Quinn did.
And I think it's only. I think he's not saying. I don't believe he's saying FDQ all the way, like outright.
Yeah,
I think he's talking about just how he played on that series.
On that series, right? And on that, I agree. Like, damn, what was that? You know what I mean? Yeah, just on the cool. So let me see. We got us another super chat. He said, "Oh, you know what I want to talk about that we gotta talk about though? We gotta talk about this." To Dan Quinn doing good. All right. Because both Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn did some good too. Both of them. You don't win this game without them doing some good, right? So you don't leave 14 points off the board that you should have had unless somebody was doing good. So on the good, because I know we're talking about the end, but on the good,
Boss. And I'm going to give you a dose of optimism. The fact that we were able to muster a win despite us not firing on all cylinders is a plus for me.
Yes.
Because that shows me, to your point a few moments ago, when offense and defense does kind of apex at the same time.
Oh, it's over.
What the possibilities?
Yeah, the possibilities through the roof.
Everybody has been. I've had non-Cowboy fans within the last week come up to me and ask me, "Hey, you think y'all got what it takes?" And my response to each one of them has been the exact same. I said the unfortunate part is when I wake up on game day, I don't know what kind of Cowboys team I'm gonna get. Am I gonna get the team that I know that's capable of running anybody off the field if we line it up, or are we gonna wet the bed and not play up to the level that I know we're capable of? That is the question, and that's the question that remains to be answered.
And then check this out. This is the thing that I'm super excited for. Michael moving around. See, we spent some time on some negative stuff, but that's an extreme positive by Dan Quinn. And shout out to not Mike McCarthy. Shout out to Michael Parsons for embracing it. Yeah, he had to address the media twice 2 weeks ago. I see y'all saying good. Oh no, y'all already know I got it up here. We can play it. Y'all already know.
Watching Boss Cowboy too much.
Good.
Good.
Your hate has made you powerful. Now,
that's it, Dennis.
Fulfill your destiny and take your father's place at my side.
Man. Oh. Man, listen.
Good.
Man. This Micah
Our
Parsons
criticism has made Micah Parsons powerful.
And his anger. I got to give him credit.
It is time for you, Micah Parsons, to fulfill your destiny and take your side
father's place
in the Ring of Honor next to all the greats you saw today, sir.
Ooh, wait. He got to keep going, but he's showing it. He's showing it 2 weeks ago before the Miami game. a lot of people was killing him, and rightfully so. He wasn't setting the edge. If he wasn't getting no sacks, he was Casper the Ghost, you know. And coaches start getting on his ass, as well as so, because it wasn't the mainstream media. No, y'all can't take no victory lap on this. Nope, go sit down, go sit y'all ass down. The YouTubers and coaches was on this. You know what I mean? Coach Smart. And see, yeah, Coach Smart called me like that morning. He said, "Boss, I watched the game twice, boss. Yeah, Michael Parsons not setting that edge. He not setting that edge, boss. Like, we need to hold him accountable, boss. Just to make sure that he's playing up to the level that we know he can." And I'm talking about, I ain't watched the game once, and coach was like, "I've watched the game 4 times, boss." And then everybody went to work. And he had to address it. And shout out to Michael Parsons, man. He heard the noise, and he ain't turned off his motor yet. What's your thoughts on that, Coach?
I think Michael Parsons, man, I commend him. I think he's finding that doing all these other things is getting him a part of the action. And he's not gonna get bored. And I think, that is the great thing about our voice matter.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what happened though? I want to give a shout out to the guys that's coming with him.
Yes.
The Jordan Lewis.
Yes. Good, Coach.
Donovan Wilson.
Yes.
The guys that were playmakers. Now they making plays.
Yes.
And we cannot. I want this Cowboy Nation to give it up for the guy that's the most consistent guy that we have ever had on this team.
Yeah.
And I want them to think back. It's not a game that you don't see D-Law make a play.
Lost on point. He knew it. D-Law.
I know you're talking about.
And when he went into the Pro Bowl last year, they have the coaches vote and the players vote. Right? In the coaches vote, they said that he went in unanimous choice by the players. Players on other teams know what D-Law brings to the board.
Yeah.
I love it.
D-Law is a monster.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Whatever you ask him to do it, one thing he's going to do it at 150 speed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
The rod standard.
The law.
The rod standard. And he's still living up to it. And I like that in his video, he gave credit to Rod.
Absolutely.
He was like, Rod is why y'all see what y'all see. Rod.
Oh yeah, Hankins called him to go. Hankins called Rod to go. Because Hankins worked with Rod in Oakland and in LA, in Oakland. With the Raiders.
Wow.
And shout out, and then shout out to us. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna pat our back, because a lot of people not talking about that, but we was talking about that. See, we was talking about the Rod standard before Tank talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we know where it was coming from. Now, hold on. I gotta take a pause real quick. The likes way underneath.
Egregious.
Wait, come on now. Listen, and I get it. It's a lot of emotions. We squeaked out an ugly win. Probably the ugliest win we probably had. An ugly win. So we in emotions. Let's tighten up. Remember, we got business to handle here as well. The business of growing this channel and getting this good content out there is y'all doing y'all part and hitting that like button. All right?
Damn right.
So make sure y'all hit that like button. Everybody, let's take a pause. Take a quick pause and hit the like. And go to Extra Mile and hit a share, man. We got a lot of people in here. Let's get it even more.
I'm watching the highlights of that last drive. When we go back and look at it, we're gonna find that we wasn't playing that soft.
Okay.
He was making some hell of damn throws.
Oh no, Coach! I gotta go see it, Coach.
Go back and look.
I'm gonna look, Coach. Cause no, Coach, I ain't see it. But I did say this, and I meant this when I said it. If Coach said, I'm gonna go at least double check.
That's gonna come on that. I slept on it.
I'm gonna sleep
and after
on
further
it.
review.
And after further review, I'm gonna say it. And if Coach right, y'all know I'm gonna say, yeah, Coach was actually right on this. I was wrong. Y'all know I do that. We all do that over here. So anyway, go ahead.
I'm not the pat myself on the back type person, but to your point, boss, y'all know I missed the Buffalo Bills game. I only saw the first 2 drives, went to church, came back, jumped on the post-game show, even after missing the game, looking at stats. And boss put me on the spot and asked me the question and said, what do you think is the difference in the defense? Where do you feel that the defense lost its physicality? On the spot, without thinking about it, my initial response was the physicality went out the door and the effort went out the door when Rod left. In real time, I said
you sure did. Yes,
and
you
then
did.
Everything else kind of came along the rest of the
did.
week. You know?
I forgot about that.
I was on the spot with that.
On the
that
spot.
was my initial first response.
Yes.
So, to Coach's point now, before I get to Coach point real quick, Trey, I just want to say you funny, bro. Like, he put in the chat. It's been a while ago now, but it stuck out to me. It said, Mike McCarthy was not good. and then Ty came behind him and said, in reference to Micah Parsons, did he swap jerseys today?
Oh,
I said, God damn,
that's cold.
Now back to coach. Yeah, that's cold. Now back to Coach's point, talking about Micah.
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to see this. Blow me up, boss. I want you to see when I grab it. It's a little medallion I got that hangs on my wall. And it simply says, good players inspire themselves. Great players inspire others. Micah Parsons, you want to be good or you want to be great, sir? Go ahead, boss.
Yeah, I got one more thing to say about the defense. I've been saying going into the playoffs, it's not just about the wins, it's about how they're playing. And I had my little critique on Dan Quinn at the end. But other than that, Dan Quinn defense, ever since Buffalo, has been playing fast. They've been flying to the ball. The effort has been relentless for all 4 quarters. They have been, because see, this is a very big deal that I'm getting ready to say. Because I know maybe some people came in and it was like, damn, they negative after a win. No, we just came after an ugly win. So we started with the ugly part, which was the end.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of good. So this is another thing I want to just have a real discussion about being fair. I said before the game, I said, if any team is willing to fully copy the attack style of Buffalo, it is Detroit. They have the mentality and personnel to run the ball like Buffalo, but even better.
Yep.
Dallas would know exactly who they are defensively after Detroit. So what are we, Coach?
I think we're a team that can control the run like we've been doing most of the year, except for maybe a couple of games.
Mm-hmm.
And when we pay attention to detail and we come, as I said, the start of the run is not the linebackers, it's not the defensive line. The start of the run is a total effort of all 11 guys. That's how football is made. And I think we got a dedication of all 11 guys because you're seeing cornerbacks, nickel cornerbacks coming up and making plays, making tackles. You're seeing linebackers make a tackle. You're seeing our defensive line, up and down the defensive line, guys are making play here and there. I love the run defense today because when you have to run the ball 30 sometimes to get 120 some yards, any coordinator lives with that. And the only way you're gonna stop them from running, we stopped them when we got some clean drive in the second half. So that took them away from the running game that they couldn't keep chopping at the tree. But if we would have scored some of those possessions, I don't even think they would have had 120 yards because we did a good job in controlling the run game. We're not going to be a team that's going to shut every run down to 2 yards. But if you look at this game, we had a lot of tackles for loss in this game. And then we gave us a run. But we were affected where Detroit couldn't say, we're going to dominate y'all with the run. They never felt that they could dominate us with the run.
Nope.
So even when we got inside the 10-yard line, it took them 3 runs to get in the end zone. So that, to me, and it still didn't get in clean. It's still a tough run. So I'm happy with what we done on the run game. But I do question this. I do caution us about the defense and about Michael Parsons. What did our head coach say about our team, boss?
Yeah. He said that we
can't
got to be
handle
afraid
what?
of success. Yeah.
We can't handle success.
So we got to stay on his
what
ass.
Michael Parsons done, it ain't good enough.
I love you, coach. Hold on. Wait.
Clap it up. Clap it up.
I love it.
That ain't good enough.
It ain't good enough. Thank you. He can do better. Even if he can't do better, damn it, you can do better than that.
Until we get the 6, ain't good enough.
Thank you, coach.
I ain't into the praise. I ain't into the praise right now.
I agree.
Somebody
coach.
need to tell Michael Parsons to get rich to die trying.
That's right. It ain't good enough. Defense, y'all did very good, but that ain't good enough. That's too many points. I want you to get to a point where you don't want to give up nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to keep the pressure, keep pushing them. Like, we got Coach Fowl in the building. He just coming out the game. Good commentary coming out of Coach. He said, hold on real quick. I can only read it right now. My thing tripping. He said, watching this game in person, it was sickening as a coach. As a coach, I wasn't having it. It was a lot of good and it was a lot of bad.
Absolutely.
He said, overall, I was not pleased. See, that's what people got to understand about the energy we bring. Some people be like, oh, we won. Be like, no. If you try,
he ain't even watch us.
He just came in. And he matching our spirit. Yeah, he matching the spirit in which we have. Like, you know, even though we happy with the win, this was not what you want to see when you're trying to prepare for a championship. For it.
That part.
Yeah. You can't
win a game on the road. This type of game don't win on the road.
Oh yeah, we lose this one on the road. Yeah, we lose this one on the road for sure.
Positives.
No doubt. We definitely go get into the positives. I want to talk about the offense too, just a little bit. I want to stay on that running game thing. Cause I thought I would know who we are after this game. I'm still not sure on defense. I'm being honest. I'm not sure. Because from what I saw on the floor of the game, they began to implement the Buffalo strategy the second half.
What happens if they started that in the first?
That's what I'm not sure of. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because they was chipping at us in the first, but they wasn't aggressively chipping at us. They began to really hit us with big body blows in the second half. You know what I mean? And then when we took the lead, they couldn't really stick with that. So we didn't get a good sample of a team that would be aggressively running the ball at us. You know what I'm saying? So, But I will say though, I still feel good. I still feel good because Detroit is a very good running team. You know what I'm saying? It's a good running team. So even the chip and the body shots that we took in the end, because they greatly ramped up. Oh man, see, and I'm glad, listen, Coach Fowler, this is perfect. Your timing is perfect because I was just finna segue into this too. After I made my last point.
He better stop 5. Matter of fact, he's the second best receiver in the NFL right now this season.
Talk about it,
Close
Coach.
to being the first.
Talk about it.
He's close to being the first. Who else is having a better year other than Tyreek Hill than CeeDee Lamb? I'll wait.
And then on top, nobody.
And listen,
nobody,
if you really look at it, he might be. His year gonna probably be better than Tyreek Hill. Right now, they're tied for yardage.
Damn.
Hold on, will you see Coach do this?
And he got more catches than he's gonna have 130 catches, man. For 100, he's gonna have 1,700 yards. Listen, boss, he got one other record. He the first receiver other than Dez Bryant that done caught 10 passes, touchdown passes from Dak Prescott at the receiver position.
Damn. And imagine if the offense had got cooking a little earlier in the season, to your point earlier in the show.
And they start targeting them late. Yeah. They didn't even start really targeting them.
It took Spam Lamb for us to get where we at. Shout out to landlord.
It took Spam Lamb. So basically CD is doing this with a late start, to Coach's point.
Yeah, he just, hey man, he is listen, he's an outstanding
Pay him,
receiver,
please.
man. He's doing great. Boss, what you said about the Russian, I got some stats. I'm doing AM job, right?
Do his job, Coach.
But listen here though, Montgomery had 14 carries, which is good.
Yeah.
But he only had 65 yards. Gibbs had 15 carries, and you know he a burner. He only had 43 yards. Our run defense was excellent. Because these guys, if they get that many carries, they usually get 100 yards on 11 carries. If you watch their game, because they get big chunk yards.
They had to work for
it. These guys in check.
Yeah, it's something to be encouraged about. Real talk. Yeah, and the only reason I'm just not like, oh yeah, I ain't got no concerns, because we only really begin to see the major body blows in the second half, and they call one of them back. You know what I'm saying? That was a big old chunk.
Look,
you know,
hey, while we on defense and giving credit and giving flowers, Coach, don't stop there. Go ahead and talk about how we held them to 4 of 13 on third down. How about that?
Ooh.
When you win like that, when you get a team to where you can hold them under 500, your chances of winning are increased greatly. And guess what?
You do a great job.
I said 500. I didn't even know it until I looked down just now. Guess what? We were right at that threshold. Your Dallas Cowboys were 7 of 14 on third down. So, hey, as much as we, gave him a hard time because of the end of the game and situational football, I got to give Mike McCarthy credit and Dak Prescott and the entire offense credit for being able to convert on those big downs. That also led to us damn near neck and neck, but technically we should have won time of possession. If we handle those last 2 drives better, if Mike McCarthy does not overthink the situation and try and do too much, we win time of possession. We ended up being 29 and some change to 30 and some change.
Yeah. And then Curtis with the Super J says 68 was covered, making him ineligible receiver. So either way, it would have been a flag.
Yeah, that's right. I did say that earlier. That he was covered. He can't catch the ball. That is illegal touching. I don't think they called it right, but he was covered. He shouldn't have got. I said that earlier when I seen the replay. So I don't know why they go, but you know how this Cowboys, man, and this is the biggest telecast. Listen, this race right here is Super Bowl race. This game got Super Bowl rate.
What? No, it didn't.
Every time the Cowboys play, they get Super Bowl rate.
Okay.
So this got Super Bowl rate. Jimmy Jump, it's got close to Super Bowl rate. So they're going to try to make a big issue out of this. You know they're going to rip it to pieces. But if the victory goes in our column, we move on. And now, we hope they don't get back in the playoffs, Ola, right? Like they did when we beat Detroit last time in the playoffs. I remember we beat Detroit with Romo, and we got that pass interference taken back, that phantom call. And you know what happened the next week? The Dez Bryant thing.
It did. But
what I said
that
earlier,
was a legit
the Lord
cause.
giveth and the Lord taketh away.
Yeah, that was a legit call.
Now, boss, hey, look. While we're talking about stats, I want to be on top of my job.
Let's go.
You know what they were ranked. Coach know what they were ranked. I knew what they were ranked. The chat knew what they were ranked. But I'm sorry. 61 yards on the ground ain't gonna get it done.
Mm-hmm.
We have to find ways to be able to attack teams on the ground.
Yeah, we got.
It's not just a matter of trying to hit a threshold or whatever, but it's also about the number of times, what it does to a defense physically. You know, again, we always use the metaphor, you know, this thing is a boxing match.
Mm-hmm.
You can't throw haymakers all game. You can't throw jabs all game. Every now and then you got to come with some body shots.
I got some concerns.
And we just don't do enough of it. And I think that's why defenses feel like they can play with us throughout the game, because we don't give them enough body shots.
See, but is it the chicken or the egg, though? Is it the chicken or the egg? Is it, you know, what I mean by that is, because what I was saying, when we made the running attempts, especially early in the game, they was in our backfield, man. You know? So I'm starting to have a concern with us blocking.
So what's our strength on offense?
I'm also seeing some softness. Can I be real? Like Zach Martin. Remember you were talking about that, Coach Marv? Where he should have splattered that DB. You know what I mean? And it's like, and he was soft. He didn't bust him. So he ended up being the guy to make the tackle. You know? I'm seeing some lack of physicality on the offensive line.
Tyler Biadasz was soft when he got his quarterback killed right before the half.
So how do you run the ball with a soft line?
Yeah, that's true too. But it's more about the attempts. To me, what hurt the running game here again is Pollard got his normal attempts, but he got 16. Usually he's averaging about 12 or 13 run attempts a game. Most of them came in the second half. I don't think he get like about 3 attempts in the first half, right?
Yeah.
3 to 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not having Rico to get his 10 of 11, which might have helped this one game. Without Rico, because this running game has been a combined effort of over 100 yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
Rico
not
and
just
TP.
one guy. And without Rico in there, that was that change of pace, because you went with, after Pollard, I think Deuce only got 2 carries, and Dak Prescott got 2 carries, and CD Lamb got 1. So you only really had 1 running back.
Yeah, and I think Hunter Luepke only had about 2. I'm gonna check that out.
Oh, he didn't get none. He didn't get no carries.
He got none.
So no carries. So
yeah, no, he did not.
I think if we had Rico, if we get Rico back, if they give CD Pollard, like, I mean, again, this offense is a pass first offense. That's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. But I still need to see us get to our 25 to 30 carries.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still need to see that, because that's gonna get
24
us
is the magic number.
Yeah, and we felt under that big time, because I don't consider Dax, and I don't consider so out of the running backs, we only got 18 carries out the running backs today in a whole game, and we had the ball just as much time as they had. We should have got more carries out the running back, but it comes down to the last 2 possessions of the time management. So, and boss, you are correct about it being clean, and I think on our outside runs, I need better blocking by our tight end. I've been saying this from the beginning. Your running game is just as good. How your running game is based off how well your tight ends and your receivers block. If you want to see big runs, your tight ends and receivers have to be massive blockers. They can't get blowed up. They can't miss their block. They can make offensive linemen look bad, because guys forced to run because they run back through the tight end, or they run back through the guy doing the backside block. And then you look like a fool on prey side, and everybody be cussing the lineman out, and the guys that's supposed to just get in the way ain't even getting in the way.
Yeah.
And we'll probably look at film and see that, but I haven't been impressed with our receivers and linebacker blocking. I mean, receivers and tight end blocking like I was at the beginning of the year And I think I don't like to kill players, but we need to start seeing more Schoon. Because that was his job.
And he does block well. That's one thing. Listen, I knock Schoon on his hands. I got nothing to say about Schoon blocking. Nothing. Nah, that young bull does his thing. Hold on.
Hendershot is not a blocker like
Hold on,
Schoon.
coach. Hold on, coach. Hold on, coach.
No, I heard you the whole time.
No, bro.
You said, hold on, coach. Hold on, coach. Hold on, coach.
You had one of them church moments, bro. It was bad.
I heard everything you said. Dog.
No, you did, bro. You was out for 30 seconds, dog. Hey, man, go to sleep. Let's go ahead and get the fighting words in, man. You fighting it. Listen, y'all better clap it up for El. See, when you got these new boards, you know what I mean? And you grinding hard and you got the long job. Man, come on now. Let's give our fight. My dog fell asleep. Man, come on, man.
I got one thing to say, man. I hate to say this, man. I really hate to say this. And I might not win my fantasy league. Big Show, if you're listening to the show, you know, they let me get into their fantasy league. You know, they brought me in as a second guy. And, you know, old coach made it to the Super Bowl. So, as a fifth seed, you know what I'm saying? So, don't worry about being a fifth seed, fellas, because coach made it to the Super Bowl as a fifth seed, right? So, I got to the Super Bowl, and one of my best players on my team has been the Detroit wide receiver, St. Brown. And I was like, man, I'm going to lose in the Super Bowl because he might. I got him. I hope he don't do well against Cowboys. But thanks to Mike McCarthy, the last drive got him a touchdown, and I might win the goddamn Super Bowl now.
So your point is, regardless of the seeding, we got a shot.
Yeah, listen. I'm gonna beat the two top. I'm gonna beat the two top seeds to get to the Super Bowl, and they would, you know. I can't even. I didn't even have a kicker for the Super Bowl because I had used all my transactions during the year. And my kicker for Cleveland was hurt. So I had to go into the Super Bowl without a kicker.
That's crazy, coach.
But I still might win it because St. Brown got me some points today. And he shouldn't have got no points from me because he should have never got the ball again. But, hey, man. Hey, that's where to go, man. But, hey, man. Boss, I got to run. I just want to say right quick, my final words is, let's move on to the next week. We can be watchers of the game and be real. We can enjoy football tomorrow. We can enjoy the playoff and college games on Monday because we gotta win. So we can enjoy it. If the Eagles lose tomorrow, which I think they're gonna, I'm gonna put the hex on them. They will lose tomorrow. We will be going into Washington trying to get the number 2 seed. That's all we got to do is win in Washington.
Yeah. Love it, coach.
And boss, I gotta go, man. Salute to the Cowboy Nation. Salute to the chat. A happy New Year to everyone. May you have a blessed New Year. Stay out of trouble and do like Coach always tell you. If you ain't gonna be right, be good. If you ain't gonna be good, be right.
Appreciate it, Coach. Coach Fowler said, I'm sleepy too, bro. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, hell, that game was draining. Hell, y'all talking about? Hey, but guess what? To Coach's point, do not be worried about the seeding, because guess what? I too am in a fantasy league. And guess where your boy was seated at? Number 6. I'm in the championship. Hell you talking about? I am, now that we've played. Look, I've only played 2 players. And that's Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. And I got 64 points. I am a 95% favorite to win the damn game.
Perfect.
King me. Crown me. All of the above. One way or another, damn it, I'm gonna be a champion. You can see it right here.
Bruh.
I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. So yeah. Now, to the Cowboys, like Coach said, look, we got one more time to close this thing out. I'm pretty sure next week we will see a heavy dose of preseason-ishness. Some guys who may need it, go ahead and get your rest. If we could rest Tyron, you know, or however they want to do it, you know, or play him early and maybe shut him down second half. However, whatever you got to do, you know, I'm all for it. You know, I'm not gun ho. Oh, we got to win this game. You know, I mean, because again, get to the dance. We've already done that. Damn, Trey. Okay,
you did, bro. You was out. You was out.
If y'all say so, but guess what?
No, you was.
Like I do with every I do with every watch party. I'm gonna go back and look at it.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I had you there for about 30 seconds. See, when you doze off, it always feel like this, Amp. This is what it feel like. Look at me. But this is what it really like. And then you get up like that, like you. No, man, you was out of there.
You know what made me get up like that? You know what made me? You know what made me open my eyes like that?
What's that?
Hold on, coach.
Yeah, because I was telling you to hold on because I had the camera on you. Wait till you watch it. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, I was out of there.
You know how often I vibe out to the music during the game?
You were vibing, dog.
I swear to God.
I'll put it like this. It's a blooper, bro. It's a legit blooper. For real. I got you dead to right, dog. It's a classic blooper too, bro. For real. It's no getting around it. It was so bad. I was like, wait, is he asleep? It was like that. And you was like this, bro.
I'm asleep on it.
Then you did this. Look, this what you did.
I'm gonna get back with y'all.
You put your head on the mic, dog. Hey, man. Hey, y'all should listen. Y'all should show my boy love for that, though, bro. That show you, man. Boys be grinding, be sleepy and everything, and be pushing through it, bro. I'm telling you. That's what it takes to do what we do. But anyway, I ain't want to interrupt your final word because you were talking about football.
I love y'all. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'll see y'all next week.
Let me give my final words, bro. Yeah, I did it before too. Yeah, I dozed off before. I have
Coach
live
right now.
Live. Yeah. It looked just like Coach. Out of there. Yeah, I did it before. And when you do it, you don't even know you did it. In your mind, you be thinking you did this. It wasn't no split second. No, sir. Sometimes we be out of there. Anyway, as my final words, it's a pattern that I'm seeing now is the power of us together, all of us. I was listening to my boy Landlord, and Landlord said this week, he was like, man, he was keeping it real on this channel. He said, man, I ain't gonna lie, when I used to first hear Boss Cowboy say your voice matter, I used to kind of be like, I'm from Alabama, I don't matter. He in Dallas, you know? He said, but now, he said, after we've been doing this a while, and I've been seeing stuff that we directly say, then gets into the echo chamber and it grows, we really do make a difference. I heard my boy Landlord say it. And I've been saying that. I said, I've been noticing that a lot more of us are starting to realize and wake up that we actually truly matter, Amp.
Agreed.
And this is why I said that. Not to be cheesy and corny. If you liking what you seeing in Michael Parsons, give yourself a hand clap. Give yourself a hand clap if you liking what you seeing. If you was one of those people that was calling for him to play linebacker and more off-ball linebacker, give yourself a hand. Because it was your pressure, because it wasn't coming from the mainstream media. The people that was putting the pressure on the Dallas Cowboys using Micah at more off-ball linebacker was not the mainstream. It was the YouTubers. It was the new media people. And then after they see it, they say, wow, Dan Quinn moving Mike around and playing a lot of off-ball. Who did that? Who started that? Right? Why are we seeing him play with max effort that we haven't seen? And why are we seeing him as a queen? It's all of us together. All of us working together. It's all the shares. It's all the tweets. It's all the likes. It's us working together. Which, remember, it was us that started Spam Lamb. Specifically, It was who? Landlord. Specifically, Spam Lamb. That started from new media. That didn't start from nobody but us. And when I heard it, I was like, boy, that's a beautiful campaign. And I jumped on it. Everybody else jumped on it. We were saying it loud together. And guess what? Now he is clearly top 2 receiver in the entire NFL. Clap it up for yourself. Now my clap button don't want to work.
Oh,
you funk ass button.
God don't like the ugly.
I know, right? You talking about how I put the video on you?
Hey, look, I don't feel bad. I don't review the tape. I definitely fell asleep, but my head ain't hit the mic.
Bro, your head hit the mic.
I done watched it 2 times, boss. Nope.
It was bad, bro.
Look, I'm gonna tell you.
Man, we ain't going back to you being asleep. This is my final word. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Find me the tape.
Hey, this is my final word, man. Get off my final word.
Find the tape, damn it.
Man, we ain't talking about you. Because I'm trying to bring something home, bro. You messing it up. I'm trying to bring something home.
Bring it home.
All right, I'm trying to bring it home, big dog. All right, this is why I said that, though, for really about our voice matter. We just saw a fumble at the end, right? Between, I would say, all the main coaches, special teams, Dan Quinn, and Mike McCarthy. This would be, man, going on. This would be a good week for us to get on them. Why? Because what happened when we got on everybody else? They got better. So if we want Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn to be better in those situations, we need to have the conversations about what we didn't like loud. Because it's obvious when we have those conversations together, new media, they hear it and they implement solutions around it. So we at the tail end of trying to go into the playoffs. It's a lot of people that's gonna ride the emotional roller coaster. They go talk about all about just the negative things that we saw. That's all they go talk about, because that's where you get your clicks. But if you solution oriented, yes, we do need to highlight where Mike McCarthy fumbled. Why? It's because we want him to work on this week walking around his own house holding the ball, right? We want to talk about Dan Quinn being conservative. Why? Because if in that situation again, we want him to use his normal defense. Right. So let's be active this week. Let's be active more than we've ever been. That's my final words. We out.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice
good job
matters.
Great job, Amp. For real.
Likewise, my brother, salute.
Moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the to second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Niggas hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a boat.